Welcome to a This Week in Africa special report. Today, we examine one of the most painful contradictions on the African continent, a country that survived apartheid with the solidarity of its African neighbors, now turning on those very neighbors with violence, organized marches, and campaigns of expulsion. This is the xenophobia crisis in South Africa, and it escalated this week. What happened? This week, right now. Let us start with the facts on the ground, because this is not a historical story. It is a present one. On April 28th and 29th, 2026, Operation Dudula and a newer movement called March and March marched through schools, streets, and public squares in Johannesburg and Tshwane. March and March is led by Jacinta Ngobese Zuma, a 39-year-old radio personality who founded the organization in 2025. Operation Dudula is fronted by Zandile Dabula, the same movement that a High Court order halted for violent conduct in November 2025. They are now back in the streets, operating in open defiance of that court's restrictions. What did they do this week? Operation Dudula members stormed schools in Johannesburg and verbally attacked foreign children and their parents at school gates. Disturbing videos circulated online showing children in uniform running in fear. Gunshots were fired at one school. A South African woman's viral video called on South African women married to Nigerian men to leave with their husbands back to where they're coming from, meaning the children too. An Ethiopian national was shot dead at a busy intersection in Johannesburg in what police describe as an apparent execution-style killing, captured on CCTV. The Zimbabwean government issued an emergency advisory urging its nationals in South Africa to stay indoors, limit movement, and keep their documents on them at all times. The Ghanaian diplomatic mission and Nigerian associations formally warned their citizens to close shops. Ghana summoned South Africa's acting High Commissioner. The African Commission on Human and People's Rights issued a formal condemnation on April 27th, calling this a long-standing pattern of xenophobic violence and demanding South Africa dismantle vigilante groups, prosecute perpetrators, and guarantee access to healthcare for all people, regardless of nationality. On April 28th, South Africa's Freedom Day, President Ramaphosa gave a speech condemning attacks on foreigners and warning citizens not to let their concerns breed prejudices and hatred toward our fellow Africans. He did not announce any specific enforcement action against March and March or Operation Dudula. They marched the next day anyway. The numbers behind the narrative. Here are the verified facts that the march's rhetoric contradicts. South Africa's official unemployment rate stood at 31.9% in Q3 2025, down slightly to 31.4% in Q4. Youth unemployment stands at 43.8%.